Hey guys, this is SupPup, and I am starting a brand new series. I have decided to start bringing you guys Rome Total War campaign. From now on, I will be taking requests as to what campaign to do next. I decided to start with a Carthage campaign on this game, just because they are my favorite faction on this game, and I decided that my first campaign series would be on Rome Total War because of the fact that it has a very solid campaign, and it's one of my favorite games. So, I hope you guys are going to enjoy this series. It is going to be a pretty long series, because I plan on either conquering all the port cities of the Mediterranean, or if you guys want me to, I don't know yet, conquer the whole map, but the map is extremely large, so I don't know what I'm going to exactly be doing. I don't know yet. So, the first thing I like to do when I start a campaign is go to each individual city and do some construction. Alright, so when doing a Carthage campaign, the first thing that I like to do is always build a shrine to Baal if I can. Shrine to Baal is very useful in the future, because once you upgrade it to an awesome temple to Baal, it allows you to train Sacred Band Pikemen, which are some of the best units in the game. So we're going to get a shrine to Baal, and also I always like to follow that by a sanitation building. Sanitation buildings are very important to maintain the public order. Next up, we're going to go to Carthage. We're going to start building more buildings in here. And this campaign is going to start off more as a tutorial, and then it's going to go more into the depths of conquering and everything else. Alright, so here it already has a temple to Baal, so it's asking me if I want to upgrade it to a large temple to Baal. I don't want to spend quite that much money just yet, so I'm going to start off with this sanitation building. And oh, what should I get after that? I'll get, oh, I don't know, communal farming. There, I'll get farming. Next up is Thopsis. We're going to go construction here. Here I'm going to get a shrine to Baal, and the sewers, as always. Corrales, or Carolus, not quite sure how to say it. It's on auto-manage because there is no governor, and there won't be in the beginning of the campaign. So, it starts off on auto-manage. What I like to do is I like to take it off auto-manage, and I like putting it on balance build because it usually seems to keep your people the happiest while generating you a good amount of income. So I'm going to get a shrine to Baal here as well. And then I don't have an option for a sewer, so I'm going to get farming land clearance. Alright. So you can see that I have these 4 cities and towns taken care of. Next up, we're going to go to Palma. Most people don't like Palma. I really like Palma because as the campaign progresses, I like it for sending reinforcements to key locations such as Spain and over here by the Gaul. So that's what I like to use it for, and it usually is a huge help. So we're going to build this shrine to Baal again, and we're going to get farming once again. Those are 2 of the usually the most important things when playing a Carthage campaign at first. The shrine to Baal is always useful, because you definitely want to get Sacred Band pretty quickly. Cordoba is your 1 province in Spain. It's the last province that I have to go with. And I'm going to be using this province to start launching attacks on the Spanish, and then possibly moving up into the Gaul territory, which I will be doing, but I don't know how long from now. Alright, so we're going to get the shrine to Baal. And I am out of money to get anything else. I only have 300 coins left, so that's not much. Alright, now we're going to focus on the military aspect, which I always like to do with Hanno. Hanno is is your faction leader, and he starts off with a pretty good army. He starts off with a set of round shield cavalry, elephants, 2 sets of Iberian infantry, set of Balearic slingers, and a set of Numidian mercenaries, which is jab cav. Alright. So, first thing I like to do is I like to go to the city of Lilybaum, and I like to add this set of skirmishers in that city to Hanno's army, just to make it as powerful as possible. You definitely want a really powerful army. Next up, I like to go to, I believe it's Carthage, yes it is. I like to get rid of all this town militia, because Carthage is very safe. Carthage is very safe for now. I mean, you have no friends in the beginning. And look at that, it goes from negative 18 coins to 49 just by disbanding those men. And it's because they were, upkeep costs were costing the city money. And then I always like to train a set of Iberians here, just for garrison, because Iberians are very, very useful at, sending for reinforcements. Here, I have a set of town militia as well, and I'm going to disband them, because I already have a set of Iberians and a set of round shields. So, we're getting off to a very good start. I believe that's all I can do this turn. Oh, actually, nope. I have a spy here. You start off with a spy right on Sicily, and you're gonna, well, at least what I like to do, I like to move my spy over here and spy in the city of Syracuse to see what they have. Alright, so let's see what they start off with. Alright, Dionysios of Sparta. Don't know if I said that correctly, not really sure. I'm not too good at names. I won't know every single name of every single settlement, but I do my best. Then there's 2 sets of hoplites, 2 sets of militia hoplites, a set of archers, and a set of peltists. Nothing too huge. We're gonna start moving Hanno down over here. And one thing you should be very wary about, Hanno is your faction leader, but he is 65 as soon as the campaign starts. Meaning, he has a very good chance of dying pretty quickly. So, you never know. You always want to be prepared for that. And they have another general right in this city called Theages or something. And I always like to be sure that I can support with him should my general die, because I don't like fighting huge city fights without a general. So I'm always prepared with an extra general just in case. And the reason I didn't disband these 2 town militia was for the exact purpose that if my faction leader did die, I'd have Theages there to go and the city wouldn't be rioting with nobody in it. So you can see that all my cities are pretty happy and everything's going quite well. So in about 2 turns, Hanno will be able to reach Syracuse, or if he dies, his army at least. And then that is when I shall attack. You can also see that the Romans have a city on Sicily here that I want to take control of. Sicily is a very major point in the very beginning. You definitely want to take that as soon as you can if you're playing a Carthage or a Greek city or a Rome campaign, because you can see that each of those factions start off on Sicily. So I definitely want to take Sicily really quickly. So you're going to have my turn. Alright, so it looks like the Greek cities have decided to send a little army out of Sparta and right to their border to fend off from my incoming army. Don't know if that's such a great idea, because they would have been much more deadly had they just stayed inside Syracuse and just held their ground. But sometimes the AI does stupid things like that, most of the time actually. It's the one bad thing about this campaign, the AI can be very stupid. Merry celebrations? Yeah, you can see all my shrine balls are completed. And, you can see that I got an Iberian infantry unit in Carthage. And we should train another, just for protection of the city. And also, sometimes the Julii Romans like to attack Carolus or Caralis very early on. So you definitely want to have a little bit of a support in order to, fend them off. Also, I forgot to do this last turn. I'm going to group all of my navy into Carthage's port, and I'm going to actually disband 2 sets out of 2 of the 3 sets of it, just because it's not a navy isn't extremely important. It's all I use it for. I don't have huge navy wars. It's only an automatic resolve on this game with navy wars, so all I use them for is transporting troops quickly, and it's not that hard really. Alright, so the Greek cities have foolishly decided to hold their ground at the border, so we're going to attack them. We're going to launch war, declare war on them. And very smartly, they're going to run away, but they do not have enough time to get all the way back to Syracuse, so they're going to have a huge problem on their hands. And this should be a pretty easy fight. We're going to attack them. And let's see what they have. They brought out a set of hoplites, 2 sets of militia hoplites, and a set of peltists. This should be a fairly simple battle, I gotta say. So we're going to fight this battle on map, seeing it's the first battle of the campaign. I know I could easily auto-resolve this because it is quite in my favor, but I'm going to fight this just because it is the first battle of the campaign.